Alrighty YouTube, welcome back to Rat10. Yes, finally, I'm going to be doing some work to Rat10. I apologize, I kind of accidentally disappeared again. My motivation levels have been at an all-time low, and I've been struggling to even find any reason to come out here to work on this thing at all. The only thing I've really done to it is fix the fuel sending unit, which I believe I went over in a previous video. I found out the one that was in there, the pass-through connector was screwed up and it wasn't allowing the fuel pump to get any power. That's now fixed and Rat10 runs again. May as well give you the obligatory exhaust clip because every time I get this thing running, I have to. The tune still needs some work, which, speaking of that, since fixing the sending unit, I'm not sure that fuel pump was ever getting full voltage. When we were tuning this thing before, I think we had our AFR stabilized around 13, 14, which is perfect. And since fixing the sending unit, I haven't seen it go above 8 or 9 to 1. So that fuel pump is obviously getting a lot more voltage than it ever was. And then the only other thing I've really done to Rat10 in the past 2 months is I found out the battery I had in here had a dead cell, so I've replaced that. As you can see, it fired up instantly on that first crank. That being said, we won't be tuning it in today's video. What I'm going to be doing is addressing some small things that I've been ignoring forever. I gotta fit the box to it, do a filler neck, tailgate bumper back on. There's some wiring I got to address here, like this one ground wire that comes off of the computer we forgot wasn't in the harness before. It's just wired to the battery, so that's got to be fixed. And then maybe controversial, but I'm deciding I need to pick the ride height of the front up a little bit. Or if you remember to the first drive video, the tires were rubbing like absolute crazy when I was going to turn. Now it's not like I don't have any wheel clearance at all, but it's tight. Like, that also corrects some of the atrocious rake forward I have on the thing. I'm not a fan of truck stance at all. I could put smaller wheels on it, but these fit way too good with the Corvette rear end that we have in the back, so this shouldn't be too hard. And I think I have just the thing. My dad had in his garage a set of these coil spacers, which I think at the thinnest point are still at least ½ inch of lift. See if we can slap these in there and then go from there and see what else we get done today. I genuinely don't know how much we're gonna get done today because, man, I'm struggling to want to work on this right now. Burnout is a real thing, and after almost 2 years of working on this truck constantly, I'm feeling it. This really shouldn't be too hard. I only have to separate the lower ball joint, and I think that's it. Now, in taking this apart, it's kind of a bit of a funny story. The only thing on Rat10 that I have not personally touched is the front suspension. And I quite literally mean, I think that's the only thing on this whole truck that I've never touched. So this is finally gonna complete my mental list of modifying everything on the truck. This lets me do another thing. This tire has a slow leak in it and I can't find it. We're gonna hope and pray the shock bolt comes out nicely. That's the wrong size wrench. Hey, that's a good sign. Oh, these are Beltec shocks. I forgot I put these in here. That is tightening, you idiot. There we go. Oh, there we go. I'm guessing the sway bar and everything else is going to stop that from moving. Now let's see how far out that'll come. That's a little better, isn't it? Yay! I don't even know what springs these are. Could be Beltec for all I know. I tell you, an original spring doesn't come out that easy. Okay, these guys do look like they will fit. Well, maybe not. They will fit the bottom. Oh, there's something up there already. Yeah, just a little rubber isolator. Not sure if I like the way these fit. I might lift it up a little more than I want it to. That might not be a terrible thing though. I need to see a picture of Rat10 with the box on. See how big the wheel gap in the rear is. Yeah, Rat10 sits. I mean, like, look at the gap in the back compared to the front. That rake is atrocious, so maybe we'll slap the one in and see how it looks. Not like it's that hard to take back apart once I've had it apart. I just gotta make sure this thing's gonna actually sit in here and stay. Okay, good news. I took a quick trip to my dad's place and compared the coils that I just pulled out to some of the ones he had, and it turns out he has some that might be a little better. These, as far as I can tell, are just a 1-inch drop spring compared to a set of 3-inch ones that he's got as well. And I think these are out of one of his 3rd gens that he had. The black spring is, I don't know, maybe not quite an inch taller. And the physical difference too, I think the wire diameter, this guy was 0.73 or something, and this one is like 0.78. This might lift it too much, but we'll see. It's the best I've got to work with right now. I haven't actually done a lot of screwing around with coil springs ever, but I'm pretty sure the flat side is the top when you have an unfinished end like this. Right near the back, there's like a little step up, and that's where the one piece of the coil's got to sit. To see how we do here. I genuinely have no idea how to put coil springs in properly. This is going to be interesting. Okay, I've had a sudden idea. I was gonna try to drop the control arm, but that looks like a pain in the ass. So, here is my next logical solution. I think this is where we insert the do not try at home disclaimer. Doesn't really seem like a good idea. Well, maybe. I'm not going to stand anywhere close to the sides of that. I don't exactly have anything to hold that together either. If it wasn't obvious, I don't know what I'm doing. And there's probably safer ways to do this, but this is what I've got. Anyone else spend time building homemade bombs in their garage, or is that just me? I'm terrified right now. Let's see if it holds. Okay, well, that moved a lot less than I was expecting it to. That should be a little easier. Well, I guess the faster I get that in there, the less scared I have to be. I still can't get the thing in. Okay, I retied it so it's got a bit of a curve. We'll see how that goes. Ah. How hard is it supposed to fucking be? Okay, I think I got it. The good news is I'll be able to check this pretty quick. Oh man, I was fighting with that spring for like an hour and a half just because I'm stubborn. I realize the shock and the sway bar are still disconnected, but we'll see how this sits at least. That is monstrous. It's not as low as I'd like Rat10 to be, but it's not bad. That's way safer than the nothing I had before. Compared to where the other side was. So having the one spring in has actually picked this side up a little bit, but I think my ride height was somewhere around here. Actually even lower than that before, which is just way too low. I'm gonna be way happier. Okay, let's jack it back up and let's montage through the other side. Okay, Rat10 is back up in the air. Hook the sway bar and the shock back in after we do the other side just because I want to bomb through it and get it done. Of course, this one's gonna be a bit of a bitch, isn't it? Ooh-wee. Well, now I got a nice set of drop coils to use in something else, so that's cool. Let's go rinse and repeat the old death trap machine, why don't we? Oh boy, let's see how this one looks. Again, let's just enjoy in the stupid garbage I'm doing and nobody try this at home. Isn't that just a terrifying shape to a spring? That was significantly easier than the last one. Whew. As soon as I get the jack under there, I can unshit my pants. And not thread it on. Ooh-wee. Ooh, yeah, that is tall, isn't it? What? Sitting on something? Oh, it was too. I thought that rolled kind of easy. Back still has way more wheel gap than the front ever did, so this won't look too stupid. believe that either. That side doesn't sound as good. Of course not. Oh, maybe. Alright. That right there makes it all worth it. I can do full steering lock on 255 front tires. Oh, that's a big win. That makes it all worth it. Oh, I can live with that. Alright, that actually sits a hell of a lot better than I thought it was going to. It's not as low as I'd like it to be. But for the wheel and tire combination that I have on Rat10, this is how it's gonna have to be. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the rear still sits up about this much, so it'll look a little bit better. It'll sit more level. Before it was kind of way raked forward and I wasn't really happy with that, so this is acceptable. And the fact that the tire gets full lock and doesn't rub, that's a win. And I think that's all I'm gonna have time for in today's video too. This was a good, easy way for me to get back into doing some work on Rat10. While unexpected, it definitely needed to be done. I think that finishes the front end. So the plan is next time then, I wanna get the box back on here, hopefully get a fuel filler neck sorted out, and some access to that, bumper tailgate. And then, if me and my dad have time, get some tuning done to this thing. Hopefully by the end of the summer, we'll actually be able to take this for more of a drive. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed and come back for more. Thanks for watching.